I get asked all the time, how many social networks does my business need? And it is a valid question. And the answer is probably less than you think. At least that's true for most people. Let me explain why, all right? Let's get into it. Hello, busy people. Welcome to 5 Minutes Social Media, where we help business owners attract more paying clients using the world's simplest social media strategies. So if you want to grow your business faster with social media, click subscribe, click that bell. That way you'll be notified each week when we put out another helpful video. My name is Jerry Potter. Yes, it rhymes with the boy wizard. And in this video, we are going to run through how many social networks your business needs to be on. Now, the instinct is I should be on all the social networks, right? They're free to use and I can expand my reach and be as many places as possible. But the answer is absolutely not. You shouldn't do that. And if you've done that, that's okay. That's what I did at first as well. In fact, I think that your business should be on one social network, at least to start. And then once you are thriving on that social network, add another one. Now I know some people blow me off as soon as I say that, but just give me a couple minutes to explain why that is. All right, let's say you have 3 plants you're trying to grow. And spoiler alert, these plants are your social networks. So you get your watering can that I happen to have here. And let's say each of these plants requires 1 gallon of water a week, but you only have 1 gallon total for the whole week. So what do? You put 1/3 of a gallon on each of the plants. What happens then? They all die. Same scenario. Now we've got a Facebook plant, Instagram plant, and a LinkedIn plant. We get our watering can, only this time, the limited resource is not water, it's our time. And that is a limited resource for all of us, right? So we spread it out among all the different social networks, and what happens? They all die. And this is what a lot of business owners are doing. They're spreading their limited resources, whether that's time, money, energy, across all these different social networks. And then when they look at their business growth from social media, it doesn't go anywhere, or in a lot of cases, it dies. So when you spread a limited resource across too many different things, no matter what the scenario, nothing does as well as it should. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, social media is free. Shouldn't I just be as many places as I can be? But that's assuming that your time is worthless to you. But your time is valuable too. Another thing people will say is, oh, I can just use a tool like Buffer or Hootsuite, and I just put my posts out everywhere all at once. Easy. But different social networks have become so different from each other, as well as the way that their users use the social networks. So that's kind of like buying a billboard on the side of the highway, and then reading the billboard in a radio commercial, and then showing a picture of the billboard on TV, right? Everything is a different format. Ultimately, it comes down to this. Which do you think will bring you more business? If you were the best in your industry or market on Facebook, or if you were mediocre across Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram? You'll drive more business being amazing on one social network than mediocre across 3 or 4. And what we usually do is we try to be on all the social networks because of FOMO, right? Like fear of missing out. Like, oh, I got that one client on Twitter a couple years ago, or I hate to miss out on a client on Twitter. Yes, if you're all on one network, you might miss a client or 2 on another network, but you're gonna more than make up for it because of how deep you're going on the one social network. Now, if you're still not convinced, I want to share the amazing thing that happens when you do go deep on one social network here in just a second. But the next question that comes up is, okay, one social network, which one should I be on for my business? I've actually put together a really amazing, accurate system for choosing the best social media network for your business, your personality, and your industry. I call it the Who, What, When, Where, Why method, and it's part of my signature course, the 5-Minute Social Method. If you'd like some more information about that, I've linked up to it down in the description of this video. Here's what happens when you go deep on one social network. First of all, your social proof increases. 50 reviews on one platform looks a lot more impressive and credible than 10 reviews across 5 different platforms. Having 10,000 followers on one platform looks better than having 2,000 followers on each of 5 different platforms. Second, because you are creating content optimized for that one social network and you are super serving your customers and clients on that network, they will become more loyal. They will spend more money with you. They will become evangelists for you and tell others about you and your awesome business. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying all businesses should only be on one social network. In fact, I want you to be thriving on 2 to 3, but you will grow a lot faster if you focus on one until you make it really, really powerful and successful, and then add another one. even if you've been blanket posting across 3 to 4 networks for the last few years. So if you are going to focus primarily on one, which one is it going to be? I would love to know down in the comments. And again, if you want more info about how to choose the best social media network for your business, your personality, and your industry with my Who, What, When, Where, Why method, click on the information about the 5-minute social method course down in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. You're not only supporting me, but also my 2 tiny superheroes at home.